Hello. I will present to you my work on signatures of avoided crossings in tomographic entanglement indicators. So, what are tomographic entanglement indicators? In an experimental scenario, histograms corresponding to measured observables are available at the end of experimental measurements. This set of histograms is called a tomogram. Conventionally, a quantum state is reconstructed from a tomogram using tedious statistical techniques that are also error prone. This quantum state is then used to compute the extent of entanglement. It would be efficient and convenient if we can estimate the extent of entanglement directly from tomograms. For that purpose, we propose tomographic entanglement indicators. They are of two kinds, the epsilon and xi indicators. The epsilon indicators are computed from one single slice of the tomogram, which is basically a histogram responding to a full system observable. Computing correlations between the corresponding subsystem observables gives us three types of indicators based on the correlators that are used. Now, obviously, these epsilon indicators depend on the choice of the observable or equivalently the tomographic slice. This dependence is then removed by averaging over epsilon indicator values corresponding to, say, 25 different observables. Consider for a moment that this is true for a continuous variable system, because in a continuous variable system, we typically require infinite histograms for complete information about the state. So these indicators offer a very practical solution. We can now assess the performance of these indicators by comparing them with standard entanglement measures such as xi-SVNE that is defined here. Let us consider a double-well Bose-Einstein condensate system modeled by this effective Hamiltonian given here. There is a symmetric nonlinearity of strength U with linear interactions of strength lambda and omega 1. N dot, which is equal to A dagger A plus B dagger B, is a conserved quantity. Now, if we plot the energy eigenvalues of this system, we can see that as omega 1 varies, the energy level separation between the three levels shown in the figure decrease, come to a minima at omega 1 equal to 0, and increase again. This is an avoided crossing. Typically, avoided crossings are associated with an extremization of entanglement. In this very case, you can see that xi SVNE at omega 1 equal to 0 is either at a maxima or a local minima. Now, we present tomographic slices of these eigenstates at omega 1 equal to 0. We can see that the patterns clearly indicate distinctly different degrees of nonlinear correlation between the subsystem observables. This tells us that the indicators xi-TEI and xi-BD that capture such nonlinear correlations should perform well. This bears out to be true. Further, xi-IPR also seems to perform exceptionally well. This is because of the fact that the eigenstates are superpositions of Hamming uncorrelated states. And these results are seen to be true not just in this particular case or model, but also in other continuous variable systems and even in hybrid quantum systems. These results are reported in detail in the context of three generic and experimentally relevant models in our recent paper shown here. The most surprising result in my work is the exceptional performance of the Bhattacharya distance-based indicator xi-BD. This is because the Bhattacharya distance is actually a classical statistical tool that is used in an automated image processing technique. Despite such classical origins, it seems to capture a feature as quantum as entanglement. So this is very surprising. Also, an important takeaway lesson from this work is that these entanglement indicators, despite not being entanglement measures, capture qualitative features of entanglement very well. Also, this has the strong advantage that in an experimental scenario, this is very useful as they can be computed from tomograms in a straightforward fashion. I thank you for your kind attention. Please feel free to contact me for questions.